Yo, let's get it in. So, Gilbert Arenas, and it's really everybody. It's a lot of people, Skip Bayless and all the different type of people talking about is Kevin Durant in the conversation of greatest of all time. Now, this is what I will say. I like Kevin Durant. I like Kevin Durant. I like his style. I like his style of play. It reminds me of a 90s style of play, which is, excitement, where, he's dynamic in his scoring. He's not just shooting threes or just dunking. He shoots up twos, lay up, he'll spin, he'll dunk, he will shoot a three. It's an exciting style of basketball. He doesn't really post up that much, but, his face-up game is fire. You know what I'm saying? He is my favorite player in the NBA. I'm gonna say that. Now, is he in a discussion for the GOAT? I'm gonna say no. But I understand why he feels that he should be. Because if you're gonna put Kobe Bryant as in the GOAT discussion, you might as well put Kevin Durant. I'm just saying. Because, I think they got the same amount of MVPs. They have the same amount, or Kevin Durant has more scoring titles. Yeah, Kobe does have more title or NBA championships, but it's hard to if you're gonna put Kobe in there, which to me, Kobe's not in the discussion because Kobe's not even the best Laker. I know everybody gonna get mad, but he's not even the best Laker. So, because how can you put him in front of Kareem? How can you put him in front of Magic Johnson? So if he's not even the best Laker, he's not in the conversation of the GOAT. Okay, so let's hear what they have to say, and I just want to say that. But Gilbert Arenas, they're gonna get into it. Let's see what they have to say.
Rashad, I'm gonna start with you. Does KD belong in the GOAT debate?
I believe so because, I've taken Mike and Kobe out. So if it only leaves guys like LeBron and them.
I don't understand this whole I'm going to take people out. It's the greatest of all time. So either they got to be in there. You can't, he's a god, so they can't. Then they the best. But Kobe's not in there, bro. Kobe's I know y'all gonna hate it, but number 11, he up in there. And that's a great number to be in. You got your Isaiah Thomases and your Michael or Dr. J's, and there's a lot of people in that 11 to 15 realm, but number one, Kobe not in number one. Okay. But let's go.
I think KD can definitely make an argument. It's not even about him going to the Warriors because LeBron went to the Heat. So everything balances out except for him reaching the accolades and the accomplishments.
The difference between, and like I said, Kevin Durant is my favorite player, but the difference between him and LeBron is that LeBron went back to his own team and still won. That's the difference. And he won fashionably, coming down from a 1-3 deficit. Okay? So, it's slightly different. You could probably make a better argument. The argument should be, is him and LeBron, who's the best one? Who's the best in the NBA today? But the greatest of all time, it can't be Kevin Durant, and it can't be Kobe Bryant, and it really can't even be LeBron. But that's a different story for a whole other day. But that's the difference between them. I would give LeBron a little bit over him because LeBron went to another team, his own team, and won a championship. And then Kevin Durant, he went to his own team and just fell apart and gave up and wanted to be traded. So, there's that.
And the question is, what kind of pace does he need to continue to reach LeBron's 37,000?
Who, KD?
No, LeBron's points, total
I
points.
think LeBron will be somewhere in the 40 or beyond K range when it's all said and done.
40K?
And that's really not, that doesn't matter. You scored, so many points. It's not about you scored so many points. It's how you did it. Is it graceful? Do you got poise? Do you got heart? Or is you just bullying people around, and there's no style to it? I mean, how is it? Were you double team? Were you triple team? Were you wide open? There's a lot that goes into how you score these points, and when you start talking about LeBron, I mean, there's just no comparison. Him scoring 40,000 points is going to be moot. Who cares? Because we watched you score them. It wasn't pretty.
So wherever KD is now, is he on pace to get there? If he is, it's a conversation to be had. I mean,
not a conversation. He's not on pace. I mean, he would have to really never get hurt no more and probably play till he's 45.
Skill set wise, he's there. He does it. He plays both ends of the floor. But I mean, it's going to be subjective at the end of the day.
What is the GOAT? Like what define GOAT?
It's subjective to everybody.
Okay, it's not subjective. Defining GOAT is the acronym. Greatest of all time. That's the definition. That's the definition. It's the greatest. And there's a difference between the greatest and the best. And that's what we have to understand, that it's not just, what, he was the best scorer. So what? But did he score at the buzzer? Did he score in the playoffs? Did he score in the finals? I mean, that's like saying James Harden is a better scorer than, Kobe Bryant. That's just not true. It's just not true. Now, is he a great scorer? Yeah, but it's how you do it, when you do it, where you do it, who you do it on, how many people you do it on. And, that's something that we just missing there. But that's the context of the whole argument.
Mount Rushmore, right? Like you're on Mount Rushmore, right? To be the GOAT?
No.
Or the GOAT is just one person, right?
One person.
Yeah.
So KD has 27,913 points in his career as of right now.
How many?
27,913 career points, so he's a little bit off that pace. He'd have to play. Really depends on when LeBron retires, but he'd have to play well into his 40s to even come close. But BJ, got to know, does KD belong in the GOAT debate, in your opinion?
Be honest.
The GOAT debate? Like,
what is so hard about this, bro? It's like they just scared to say now. We already know who the GOAT is. It's Michael Jordan. Period, point blank.
the GOAT is one GOAT. So, no, because it's only one person.
Who is it?
I don't know. I mean, that's up for you guys to decide.
Oh, God. Now you don't know. I don't know. It's up to you. Man, speak up. Speak the hell up.
I mean, I don't
It's
know.
up for you to decide.
I mean, I don't know who the GOAT is. I mean, I told you I'm going to wait till they're all done playing. So, but the GOAT is one person.
So ain't no GOAT right now?
Not to me. I think we got to wait till they done. We got to wait till everybody finish. We got to wait till LeBron finish.
But there's a few people that are finished that are never playing again. Is there a GOAT?
Yeah, I mean, you could put Mike in there. You could put Kobe in there. I mean, it just depends.
Mm-hmm.
But, I mean, I'm definitely going to wait till LeBron James retire and Steph Curry.
Okay.
All right, look. There's a difference also. So you have the greatest of all time. You have the best. And then you have your favorite. Those three things are different. Those three things are different. My favorite player is Tracy McGrady. Is he above Michael Jordan? No. I kind of even wouldn't put him above Kobe. To be honest with you, just because of how his career kind of flamed out. But at his peak, he was the most exciting player for me to watch. He was my favorite player. He's not the best player. He's not the greatest player. He's just my favorite. And that's what these brothers, they don't get the difference between those three things.
But as of right now, do you got Mike in that spot? Is he holding it down, or who's the most compelling GOAT argument?
I don't think it's no go. I think we just wait till LeBron and them finish, and then we can start talking about that.
Okay. But having said all that, does KD, because there's no...
Did he not just say that Michael Jordan was the GOAT? Then now he ain't no GOAT? Come on, man. Stop with all this flip-flopping.
We'll go right now. If we're having a GOAT debate picnic, does KD get to come, and does he get to walk away with the GOAT plate?
If he finishes.
No, man, he don't get to come. I mean, he can watch the ceremony. He can watch the documentary of the GOAT debate happening. But he's not in the debate. The debate should be, is he the greatest that's playing today? That's the debate that they should be. That's the debate that anyone should be having. You shouldn't even be asking who the GOAT is. We already know it's Michael Jordan. But today, who is it? That's when you can start talking about LeBrons and Steph Curry's and Durant's, okay? But once you start talking about the GOAT, it's really no conversation.
His career, does he get to be a part of the conversation?
Yeah, a part of the conversation. Yeah, a part of the conversation.
So, Gil, does KD belong in the GOAT debate?
In the debate, where would you rank him?
There's no ranking. It's the GOAT. Is he the GOAT? Yes or no? If it's a debate, someone has him at 1. That someone has to have him at 1 for it to be a debate. You would have LeBron at 1. Somebody would have LeBron at 1. Somebody would have Durant at 1. Somebody would have Jordan at 1. Somebody would have Kobe at 1. And then there's a debate. But would the debate stand? Would it have a foundation? I just don't think so.
I'm merely a host.
There's only, what I'm saying is a debate, because there's one GOAT, right? Michael Jordan, right? The only person who can get into the debate will be number 2, right? If you're 3, 4, 5, you're not part of a debate anymore.
Okay, if you're 3, 4, 5, we're talking about someone. When you debate, there's multiple people, right? And we're trying to see, would someone have a strong debate for Kevin Durant as number 1? That's what a debate is. What are you talking about if you have him at 3, 4, 5? No one's going to have him there because we're debating the greatest of all time. This is my number 1, Kevin Durant. Here's my argument. I don't understand what Gilbert is talking about.
Right, so if it's a debate, who is the GOAT has to be the best 2 players that ever lived.
Right? To that person. It's not the best 2 players. It's not. You're not debating with yourself. You're not like, well, let's see. We got Michael Jordan. We got Kevin Durant. I mean, let's see. No, if somebody has a strong... Would someone be able to have a strong argument for number 1? That's what the debate is.
Right? Kobe's stopped. So if he's second in people's minds, third in people's mind, if he's third in people's mind, he can't have any more statistical stats. He can't have no more accomplishments. So he would be considered out of the GOAT debate.
Bro, it's like they just don't... No one get it? Does no one get what a debate is for the GOAT? You are not the one that has to make an argument for all 3 guys, okay? You just have to make an argument for your 1 guy. That's it. But nobody at this table understands what a debate is, I guess. They still talking about ranking it. We're not ranking.
LeBron James is 3rd. He is still in the GOAT debate because he's still putting up numbers, right? If he's second,
hold on.
He can't have any more statistical stats. He can't have no more accomplishments. So he would be considered out of the GOAT debate. If LeBron James is 3rd, he is still in the GOAT debate because he's still putting up numbers, right? If he's second, then that's the GOAT debate. Then whoever's playing now is still running their numbers up to actually be put inside the GOAT debate. That's how it's supposed to be done. There's just not this room where everyone who has a great career, you're a part of the GOAT debate, right? You can't be fourth or fifth and be considered in the GOAT debate. It's only one, and whoever's chasing that one.
But I guess
I'm going to just say it again. If I like the person enough, like my favorite basketball player was Tracy McGrady, would I have an argument to say he was number one? That's what we're doing here.
determines, we just asked Brandon, who determines who's second, third, fourth, fifth? Like, who determines that?
You said third.
I'm just
fourth?
determining when we're having this discussion. I feel like different people are gonna have different people that they put in that position.
And that's the problem, because no matter what you say, you're gonna change the rules to put whoever's in it, right? And is it your resume? Is it who we like? What is the criteria? Because no matter how you say it, is gonna conflict with whatever you're trying to say. If you use rings as GOAT debate, then Michael Jordan would be 12.
Look, you have to use a bevy of criteria. It's not just one criteria. You're going to use the stats. You're going to use the style. You're going to use the era. You're going to use his impact on the overall game. And then you're going to use what he let his contemporaries do while he was in the game. There's other things you can use. Yes, you can use rings. I mean, that's part of greatness. How great was the person? Not the best. We're talking about the great. How many All-NBA teams was he on? How many All-Star games, All-Star teams was he on? The Olympics. We're going to go through all these things. Scoring titles. How many games they played each season. Did they play defense and offense? These things are going to come into consideration. And how good were they? What was their team like when they was off the floor? When they was on the floor? I forget what that box plus minus. You're gonna think about all these. That's the part of the argument. We're not changing up nothing. It's what can you bring to the table for your guy. So with Kevin Durant, I mean, he has a great career. He's a basketball Hall of Fame, but I can't put him up there. He would have had to maybe at least 2 rings with the Nets, and really 1 ring with OKC. That's really what he would have had to do in order for me to be like, you know what? It is a debate. He would have to have more scoring titles than he has 4 scoring titles. He would need, I would need more scoring titles, maybe 1 or 2 more MVPs, season MVPs. But that's not what we got. For 9 years with OKC, he didn't do nothing. And then he went over. He was on the coattail. It wasn't really on the coattail of the Golden State. Really, he was helping them, because Golden State wasn't going to beat LeBron no more. After LeBron beat them, being down 1-3 in the finals, they was never going to beat them again. So they needed him. I'm going to be honest with that one. So then he did that. But he would have also needed to at least win 2 championships with the Nets. And he didn't. And then he gave up and said, I want to be traded. And now we're on the Suns, and I don't know. I mean, he would need to win 3 for me to even be remotely considered. I don't know. I think the time is up. I don't think it's really that time right now. That time is over. And then what did you stop your other contemporaries from doing when you was playing? I mean, LeBron stayed in the NBA Finals. I mean, he won NBA Finals, after you left to Brooklyn. So, I mean, you've let too many people do the Giannis got 2 MVPs. Joel Embiid got, an MVP. I mean, your contemporaries doing too much while you in the game, while you still playing, while you in the league. So, I mean, I can't give him that.
And no Bill Russell in that.
Bill Russell will be one. Bill Russell will be one. Then you will have Sam Jones and Robert Horry and
Shut up. That's not what will happen. The rings is just one criteria. It's not the criteria. It's one. And not only did he get 6 rings, it was back-to-back three-peats. Back-to-back three-peats. Ain't no one did that before. So, I mean, it's the way things were done. It's not just, it was, he won 6 rings. Well, Robert Horry won 7. So what? He wasn't no MVP of the finals. And he didn't win 2 back-to-back. Or 3 back-to-back. 2, 3 back-to-back.
You know what I mean? So if you try to use that as the standard, championships, then Michael Jordan wouldn't be in there. Now, if you just go off of the rest of your resume, then that's going to be another group of people. So you have to put the criteria down. Yeah. Or are we just doing the eye testing? Who made us feel good when we looked at the game?
Yeah.
Right?
That's part of it. Who made me feel good? It's entertainment. This is an entertainment sport. League. I want to be entertained. Who made me feel the best? I mean, who was winning? When you lose, you don't feel good. Saying that, LeBron James, he went to 10 straight finals. So what? So what? Because when they lost in the finals, I guarantee you those fans did not feel good that they just got there. They felt bad once they lost, okay?
Right? There's so many criterias that you can use, but no matter which one you use, you will contradict yourself.
So I think off the court matter too, though.
Nah, I don't do off the court because it's you. It's what you did on that floor.
Yeah, but that's a lot of it though. Like
influence.
Like your influence. Like off the court matters too. Like with a lot. Like you can't be in the GOAT and off the court you corny and niggas don't want to fuck with you.
Or your shoes.
I don't know about that, bro. I don't know about that. What does that mean? You corny. What does that mean? That you a nerd or what does that mean? That off the court matters when it affects your game. Like we can't say that Allen Iverson was the best ever because off the court affected his game. His mindset affected his game. He was so into being cool and suave that it affected him. So I don't know. I mean, or if you're missing games like Kawhi Leonard, I mean, what's going on? He's forever out. That's off the court. And it matters. Now I done bought a ticket. I don't get to see my favorite player play. Oh, ain't this about a bitch? Off the court matters. But it depends on what you're talking about. You're talking about, he was fly and everybody liked him. They going to the club, popping bottles. And you don't understand what off the court means, bro.
Don't sell for the last 30 years, 40 years.
Like all that has, because it's the business.
So, you guys didn't even have shoe deals.
Michael Jordan
as the GOAT.
Michael Jordan's been surviving. His name has been surviving because the Jordan sneaker, the influence of being Gatorade, Wheaties, all of the things that advertised and marketed him.
Yeah, that shit matters.
Keeps him there. Like if he doesn't have all of that and he's not the good-looking, dark-skinned black guy in the 80s and 90s, and like we don't have the conversation as much if it's Dominique Wilkins. Or if it's Clyde Drexler. It made sense for it to be Mike.
It's aura. It's just aura.
Yeah, aura.
No, bro. His efficiency was off the charts. Before he came back to play with the Warriors, his efficiency was like 51%, 51% shooting, 30 30 points a game, 31 points a game. Like it's nothing to do with his off the court, everyone and the advertising and all that. No, man, that's not why they picked him. They picked him because it was like, God damn, this brother is tight. Like he doing everything. Nobody can stop him. Dominic Wilkins was good, but only really on the Hawks. I mean, that was it. And I don't mean to disrespect these brothers. You know, this is no disrespect. This is just when you speak publicly, you get addressed publicly. But you know, no disrespect. I appreciate the brothers that are players that have their own opinion. But when you start talking, you gotta know what you're talking about.
100%.
The gold chain in the
100%.
slam dunk. Come on, bro.
So you're using every element that has nothing to do with basketball.
It does.
It does, bro.
does.
Just like your influence with your shoe, when you was able to bring it back out because Kyle Lowry was wearing it, that's the influence that kept you relevant to everybody.
Who had the signature shoe before Michael Jordan? Exactly. Exactly.
Magic Johnson.
They had it together. That wasn't him and Bird.
Okay.
Now I see what Gil is trying to say, that you can't use that because there's not enough people that had that before Jordan. And that's fine. But that's part of the greatness. He was so great that the shoe companies was like, whoa, we got to get him a shoe. He gonna make us some money. Everybody gonna want to play like him. They want to play whatever he playing in. Like, that's the greatness, though. You know, I'm not going to hold that against a Wilt or a Magic or a Bird. I'm not going to do that. But it's going to count towards Michael Jordan. Just period.
And Bird and the rest of the league. So no one had he was the first signature shoe. In a sense, like that's what I'm
But
saying.
there wasn't no companies actually trying to find a spokesman to have a signature shoe. Michael Jordan was the first one. You seen the movie? It was the Air.
So
they developed that because they had a product now.
So is he your GOAT?
Mike?
Yeah.
No.
Okay.
Who's your GOAT, Rashad?
Kobe.
It's crazy. What are we even talking about? You guys are making these arguments that have nothing to do with the argument. You went round and round about the shoe and selling, and they'd be like, oh, no. Oh. Well, talk about Kobe's shoe then.
Okay, respectable. So, Gil, you talked a little bit about ring culture. If ring culture didn't exist, would we view Kevin Durant as the best basketball player ever?
Then what are we going off of? What else? If we take if you take out rings, because rings is team, you have to have a team too, and we just went off of everyone's body of work. Body of work, right? That should be okay. Lucky for me, I have it.
No,
I'm not going to say no names. I'm going to just read off their body of work.
It's going down in Lexi's arena.
All right, 13.
All right, that's all for him. Let's see. Let's see. I think what Skip Bayless had said. Let's see what he had said.